Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing great and welcome to 10 on the 10th, hosted by Metal Scrapping Chick here on YouTube. You can click the description box and go to her channel. You can also click the hashtag, I think it's called 10 on the 10th card collab. I think that's what the name is. You'll see it because it's going to be where you can click it. And every 10th of the month, we will be posting cards for Christmas. I wanted to do something a little bit different than normal when I do collaborations. I want to show you the cards that I've made, and then I'm going to talk about some of the growing pains throughout this process, and we're going to make a card together. So I use this Toll Christmas from Stampin' Up because I really like that little cardinal. I saw Deb Hoke, who I got this from through Nick's Crafty Corner. She was having a Stampin' Up party, a virtual Stampin' Up party, and I was like, I really like that, amongst some other things. But I decided not to purchase the dies that go along with this, so I had to fussy cut. I fussy cut this out and this Christmas wishes out. I also will put in the description box, I typed in cardinal cards Stampin' Up in Pinterest, and I went and I found one that was very easy and simple. You all know that when I make multiple cards, I feel like you need to have an assembly line, and so this was really well. I cut out the white cardstock. It's 110. I think it's Joanne Fabric cardstock. You can use whatever you like. Cut that out, stamped out this little holly, this little leaf branch right here, and then I stamped this out on regular paper, and I'll show you in a few colors, and I want to discuss that first with you. We'll talk about what we're going to do afterwards, but these are the cards. So I stamped it out, and then I colored it. So I colored it, and then I stamped this out in Postbox Red that I got in some surprise mail from Sarah. So I want to, I want to incorporate using all the things that people send to me, and that is one of them. And then the inside is blank. And then what I did was, we'll talk about that in a minute, I used some prefabricated card bases. So I stamped it out, colored all of these up, colored this up, colored that, stamped it and colored it, and then I went into the this, and then I cut it all out, cut the red cardstock. I don't remember who that's from, but I cut it down and glued the card base first, then I glued this on top, then I glued this, and then I put this on here. And I'll tell you about this in a few minutes, but here we go. We got one the same, just in different locations. 2, 3, 4, 5. I really like that this bird does not need a lot of fussing about. Doesn't need to be fussed about. What's that? 6? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's talk about some of the growing pains. The first thing is, this is my first one. I stamped out, and then I was like, I'm going to stamp this in black ink. So I stamped it in black ink. And I didn't like how the little bird's feet were on the branch, because they're not really on the branch. And I was thinking maybe I could have masked it, but I didn't do that either. So I colored this in a red alcohol marker. And then right here, I looked on the, again, all from Pinterest, the one card. And right here, it had some shading. I just took a gray marker and colored in to make it darker, not a black one, a gray marker right there, and then a yellow or orange one. But it looks okay, kinda. I like it. And I also inked around the edges, but I didn't think that was needed. And then on one of the sheets of paper, because I cut these out so gingerly because I was trying to use all of the paper at one whop, I made a boo-boo. So turn your paper over, and then you'll get a pretty bird. All right, so we got 8, right? I also put this on upside down, so we won't be using that one. But we're going to talk about this now. So this is some of the prefabricated cards from Michaels. I always use those. I feel like those are just easy peasy to use. So and I want to just make a card with you, show you how quick it can be. And for some reason, this little sheet of paper is off. I don't know why, but we're going to cover this up, and so no one will be the wiser. And I felt like when I picked these cards, I was like, you know, blue is fine for Christmas, and these little red dots, no one's really going to see. But if it has hints around the card base, someone may think that that's just the aesthetic of the card base, right? No need to go in and try and make it something different. So I was also looking for my Collab, that glue to see how it would work, but I couldn't find it. So we're gonna go ahead and use Old Faithful Art Glitter Glue. And I want to use this one because it dries quick, and that was the problem with that card I showed you with the Boo Boo. It dried too quick, and I was unable to pull the card out without damaging it. So now I'm just gonna take this and burnish it down. I know some people don't like assembly line, but I think if you're going to make the same exact card 10 times, assembly line will work great. It just depends on how you do it, because once I got to a certain part on coloring the branches, I was kind of like, oh, why did you choose this thing? So next month for February, we'll see what I do. All right, so I'm just sliding this down as best as possible. And there we have it. I'm just going to turn it over and burnish it. And the reason why I was showing you the backs of the cards is because they all are solid. Now, if you have some of these cards from Michael, and these are the older ones, these right here I would not recommend rubbing on because they get kind of dusty looking. So you may have to take an eraser and erase it off. It just feels different. I know they have Craft Smart and Craftsmith, so maybe that's why. So now we're going to take our little oopsie bird and put some glue on there. And plop it down. The card is almost done. The card that the little go by that I followed didn't have any bling or anything on there, which is great. Because if you think about it, and then I put foam on all the backs of these, just so I wouldn't have to worry about it later on, trying to get the foam off. And I don't know where I got this from. I think I got it from like one of the dollar stores, not Dollar Tree or anything like that, but like one of the local dollar stores, like King Dollar or something like that. And you see right here, I didn't cut this out. Again, I fussy cut all these birds. Yeah, I was complaining about it. I even made a post about it. And you just do that, and there you have it. You know, whenever you make cards, and if you're going to do a assembly line, I do recommend. Now, this one kind of looks a little bit odd to me because this is all flat, but I'm going to go ahead and keep with the whole setup that we've been doing. So that's one. This one we just did together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm way ahead of the Christmas card game already. I want to say thank you all for watching. Please click on the hashtag and see all the other wonderful participants. I'm quite sure I'm going to copy some of their styles throughout the year. Until next time, happy crafting.